This conference will now be recorded.
अद्य रविवासरः अथवा भानुवासरः फाल्गुन सॉरी भाद्रपद शुद्ध नवमी दिनांक 23 ना आज 24 ना 24 सप्टेंबर 2023 कॅन्सर प्रिव्हेन्शन स्पेशल प्रोग्राम शङ्खं चक्रं जलौकान् ददतमृतघटं चारुदोर्भिश्चतुर्भिः सूक्ष्मस्वच्छातिरुद्यांशुकपरिविलसन् मौलिमम्भोजनेत्रं कालाम्भोदोज्ज्वलाङ्गं कटितटविलसच्चारुपीताम्बराढ्यं वन्दे धन्वन्तरिं तन्निखिलगदवनप्रौढदावाग्निलीलम् प्रौढदावाग्निलीलम् ब्रह्मणो हि समारब्धा मात्रेयाद्येषु पूजिताम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् आयुर्वेदरतं वन्दे माधवाख्यं महागुरुम् आयुर्वेदामृतं सर्वं शिष्येभ्यो यः प्रदत्तवान् द्रष्टाज्ञानी दृष्टकर्मा कृतकर्मा तथैव च अध्यापकोऽभिषक्श्रेष्ठो महान् संशोधकस्तथा गुणैरेतैः समुदितैः यत्कार्यं प्रतनोति सः समृद्ध्यर्थं हि कार्यस्य वयं नु प्रयतामहे सरस्वत्यै नमो यस्याः प्रसादात् पुण्यकर्मभिः बुद्धिदर्पणसङ्क्रान्तं जगदध्यक्षमीक्षते आत्रेयं प्रथमं वन्दे आयुर्वेदजगद्गुरुम् आयुर्वेदामृतं सर्वं गृहीत्वा हि सुरेश्वरात् अग्निवेशादिकेभ्यो यत् प्रयच्छत् मुनिसत्तमः प्रथमं तन्त्रकर्तारम् अग्निवेशं नमाम्यहम् ओम शांति 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 कैंसर प्रिवेंशन ये ऊपर डालेंगे अगर किसी को सवाल पूछना है shall I continue in English?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. This is not seen. Okay. The current scenario, as all we know, cancer is spreading across the globe with pace. No efforts are being taken for its prevention. So the conventional medicine is engaged in treating cancer by the principal destruction of cells through chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery. But there are absolutely no efforts for the prevention of the cancer worldwide. Even addiction is a well-known cause of cancer, but it also remains neglected, and no efforts are being taken to stop spread of addictions. Now we have panbidi shops, and there is a poster over there that it causes tobacco or tobacco causes cancer, etc. And even on the carton of the cigarettes, there is statutory warning like that. But still, as a matter of fact, no efforts are being taken to really eradicate addictions or something like that. And young generation constantly gets addicted. That is what is seen. Unhealthy lifestyle, unnatural food, pollution of air, water, soil, stress, anxiety, depression are various known unattended causes of cancer. So even conventional medicine says that unhealthy lifestyle is the cause of cancer or something like that. But no doctor asks for lifestyle, tries to know lifestyle. And if doctor himself is not following healthy lifestyle, how can he ask the patients to follow it? And so when there is no information collected about lifestyle, food habit, etc., and pollution, etc., we all know these are causes of for varieties of diseases, and cancer is one of them. Today, the conventional medicine is established all over the world as the mainstream medicine. So, cancer is diagnosed in the conventional medicine stream, and immediately the without going for any holistic approach, the conventional treatment whirling about the principal destruction of cells begins immediately. So there is absolutely no scope for any thought process in a holistic manner how to combat cancer or something like that. And conventional medicine taking full advantage as being mainstream medicine to start the treatment whirling around the principle of holistic approach, destruction of cancer cells, and that actually is acting on the effect and not on the cause. Basically, Sankshepa Kriyayoga Nidana Parivarjanam, this is our principle. So, treatment in short is really avoidance of causes. And if causes are not at all found, how come one will be able to ask the people to avoid the causes or something like that? So the treatment doesn't reach the root. Destruction of cancer cells doesn't reach the root. Only if the cancer is really local, not spread to any other part, and if it is totally eradicated through surgery, chemo, radiation, whatever it may be, or something like that, then only in 2.1% people in US and 2.3% people in Australia, the success is seen and the cancer doesn't recur again. But remaining around 98% of the cases do have a recurrence, and conventional medicine doesn't have any principle for that. So how to prevent cancer, this still remains a big issue or something like that. The patients having no knowledge of any other principle of any other medical system surrender to the conventional system. There is no awareness among the society about causes of cancer, stages, and what other medical systems can do. So the conventional medicine takes full advantage of this and just begin with the system, and people have no other choice. They don't have any knowledge about Ayurveda, homeopathy, or any other system as such. And they surrender to the conventional system. That is the scenario. Getting trapped in the conventional system and following surgery, chemo, and radiation cycles endlessly, they reach a miserable state with no ray of hope in conventional medicine. So I have seen patients who have undergone 20, 40 chemotherapies or something like that, and then thereafter immunotherapy has risen up or something like that. And every time with every treatment, the patient deteriorates. Initially, there might be seen some good results in the form of destruction of cells and the tumor size gets reduced, the markers also come down. But this lasts for a moment, for few months, and again the cancer erupts. And this is because this destruction of cell principle suppresses immunity. So when the immunity decreases, again, those few cancer cells who are remaining in the body in spite of uh, chemo or radiation or something like that, they start proliferating. And again, there is a formation of tumor, or there is a spread metastasis at some other place or something like that. The loss of general health, immunity, and wealth leads to depression, leading to a miserable death. So it's not only the loss of health, general health and immunity, but also wealth, and that is also a big issue. Now, government tries to give money for this. 1,50,000 rupees are given to yellow card holders who are under uh, poverty or something like that, below poverty line. And the whole money is consumed by conventional medicine in whatever way, for chemo, radiation, surgery, whatever way, something like that. And then thereafter, they just say we can't do anything now because we received money from the government, and that is finished. The disease has not finished, and so the disease keeps on progressing, and now they don't have any money to combat with the disease through modern medicine. And then that leads to depression, and Vishada Roga Vardhananam, this leads to a miserable death. The impact of conventional medicine is so much that they can't even think of the causes, immunity, and other ways of fighting with the disease. So the ordinary man feels that conventional medicine is the only medical system in the world. There is no other medical system in the world. And if there are systems like Ayurveda or homeopathy or something like that, they are not proven as medical sciences. And so, only scientific system is conventional medicine, and they keep on continuing conventional medicine to the extent that nothing become possible in conventional medicine, and then they have to forcefully switch over to some other system. In a tragic and despair situation, they try to get help from any person, institutes, etc. So when they reach a stage where conventional medicine is of no use at all, and it is more troublesome, it is more making harm than any good, so then they start searching what can be done or something like that. And whosoever they come across through media or other experiences of other people, etc., etc., they approach and start the treatment. Narayan Murthy is one of these persons in Shimoga in Karnataka. And I had seen one video put by a patient's relative that there is no need to take the patient to his place. That is one thing. Even if you don't have reports, then also there is no need. You can get medicines for that. The cost of medicine is just 400 rupees per month. This is herbal preparation, and it is common for all cancer patients. Now people rush to him like anything, ranging from 1,000, 1,500 to 1,000 patients a day or something like that. They get a token, and when they reach the counter, they get medicine for 1 month. That medicine is not couriered, so some person has to come over there and collect the medicine or something like that. Even more strange factor is there are 3 packets given to the patient. One has to boil one packet in 6 liters of water and reduce to 3 liters, and then 300 ml per day to be consumed. The astonishing fact is the decoction that is prepared is not even kept in freeze, and still people consume it for 10 days, then the next packet, then the next packet, or something like that. Those patients who approached me who said that they are having decoction powder from Narayan Murthy, I asked them to divide it into 10 doses and then boil only one dose per day and drink that if they want to continue with that. But this is little strange, and why there is so much of rush when there is no proper diagnosis, no holistic approach, something like that? Because there is a dire need in the society that what to do if conventional medicine has nothing to offer, then what the patient should do. So they approach people like him, and he is not looting, that is sure. 400 rupees per month is a meager amount. It works in some patients, they continue the treatment. If it doesn't work, then people leave it or something like that. So this doesn't work without holistic approach, and then the situation worsens. Truly speaking, there is a need of holistic approach, understanding the disease fully, and then uh, starting the treatment. People are unaware about the holistic approach and understanding and avoiding the causes, which according to Ayurveda is the first line of treatment for any disease, and it's the most logical approach. Instead of working on effect, one should work on causes. So if causes are avoided, how come uh, effects will be there? So if causes are avoided, then there will be no effect taking place, and that is what is required. त्या काढावर आसुतीकरणासाठी क्रिया होऊन त्याचे वेगवेगळे परिणाम मिळत असतात. Can't say, because we are not adding anything like Dhataki Pushpa or Moha or even Godhuma. So I don't know whether the decoction remains proper or not even it is kept in freeze. That is also another important. So efforts in despair, people start doing anything. Educating the global society about the holistic approach is the dire need of the hour. Now, this problem is not only confined to India, it's a global problem. Ayush department had given one demonstration on Sandhigata Vata, arthritis, to American Medical Association. Surprisingly, the AMA said that leave aside this, we want to know what Ayurveda does for cancer. And they were not prepared. The Ayush team was not prepared for this question. They said, we'll revert to you. We'll go back and we'll revert to you. So this was told to our secretary, and fortunately at that time Narendra Bhatt was there with secretary. So he immediately picked up that point and he said, okay, let us conduct a meeting of Vaidyas who are practicing in cancer all over India. So a meeting was held in Sun and Sand Hotel in Pune itself. So I was also present for that meeting. And then only I was emphasizing on lifestyle. All others were trying to say that we should try to find out a molecule that is anti-cancer in vitro trials and then in vivo, etc., etc. So this is not Ayurveda, this is allopathy, something like that. But what I want to say that we need to have holistic approach and the spread of holistic approach across the globe. I had been invited to Chile, South America. One pediatrician over there, she had invited me. There were 7 doctors, including her. One was gynecologist, one was general physician, and I don't remember all others. One was pediatrician. She was, of course, a pediatrician. And we gathered in a small village in Chile, and I explained about cancer, and we had live sessions, demonstrations on patients about cancer. So in that small village, we could examine around 10-15 people suffering from cancer, advanced stage of cancer or something like that. So this is the scenario worldwide. And we need to approach the global society for educating about this holistic approach. That is why we started the website cancerholisticguidance.com. Now it is there, and we were trying to spread the message through this website. Unfortunately, the website is not very popular, and even we were not propagating it properly in our patient. Now we have started with that. And no voice is clear over here. Nobody is able to listen. Yes, clear. Rejoin. Yeah. Because it doesn't show. Let us wait for a while, otherwise I will little bit breaking.
Sir.
So I don't think that issue voice as such. So more rigorous efforts are required for its propagation worldwide. Each service provider should put maximum efforts for the spread of this website. So there are so many service providers who have completed foundation course or even in-depth course. Unfortunately, nobody seems to be present over here. Very few would be here or something like that. Let me try, but many people are having good sound. Okay. Rejoin those who are not getting sound, they may rejoin. So each service provider, what happened actually around 1 year before, students joined as service providers. Why they have joined as service providers? Neither the website was popular, nor any efforts were taken by the service provider. And then, as a result, there was no traffic or from the website, new patient joining or something like that. It's very difficult to change the mindset of the people to start Ayurvedic holistic treatment right from the diagnosis. So the mindset is such that people don't want to understand the holistic approach. They don't want to start Ayurvedic treatment right from the beginning. Ayurveda is not considered as the mainstream medicine even in India. So in our own country, we are alternative, so to say. I say that we don't call ourselves an alternative, but the whole society and even the doctors, allopathic doctors, they call it as alternative or something like that. So when the mainstream fails, then only alternative has to be used. That is the conception in the minds of the society. Making the society aware about Ayurveda potential in treating cancer is the need of the hour. Now I am emphasizing not only Ayurveda, but I am emphasizing on Ayurveda. And it might be possible that there will be more importance to yoga than Ayurveda, because yoga is already known all over the globe, and it's not considered as a medical system, so there are no restrictions. And since there is no use of medicine, the conventional medicine doesn't have any objection to yoga. And along with yoga, if we start introducing Swastha Vritta of Ayurveda and changing the lifestyle, proper healthy lifestyle or natural lifestyle, natural food, etc., etc., that will be of benefit. There will be no resistance from the conventional medicine. And gradually, those who are interested, we can start with Ayurvedic medicines as such. Once they get introduced to Ayurveda and yoga or something like that, then it is possible that we I can try using another internet system. If it doesn't work, then again we'll have to come back to this system. Geo is not being shown. No. After rejoining voice, okay. By rejoining, you get the voice back. Okay, fine. So, Ayur Yoga is a better concept to begin with, and maybe we emphasize on natural lifestyle, natural food, etc., and yoga practices, and that way we try to attract people towards Ayur Yoga, and then say about the potential of Ayurveda, etc., etc. Then some people may opt for Ayurvedic treatment as well, along with the conventional medicine. We need to reach the society in some way. There is a gray area where we can concentrate, that is disease-free state. Now, the conventional medicine, after using this surgery, chemo, and radiation, may come to a stage which is called as disease-free state. And there is no demonstrable disease by investigations in the patient. But conventional medicine also says that the cancer recurs in most of the cases, and hence periodic investigations are carried to know the recurrence or metastasis anywhere in the body. So they keep on investigating, maybe 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, like that. And within 5 years, 98% people will get recurrence. That is the scenario. There is unbiased study done by other doctors, wherein the pharmaceutical company was claiming 65% success rate. They found it to be 2.1% in US and 2.3% in Australia. So the pharmacy driven research is again a big issue, and this is deceiving and misleading. So, when the periodical investigations are carried out and when they come to know about recurrence or metastasis, again the conventional medicine begins. So, conventional medicine has no philosophy to avoid the secondary onset of the disease. It neither has a philosophy to avoid the onset of disease on primary level, doesn't have any philosophy to avoid the secondary onset of the disease. And then the whole society is victimized. We as Ayurvedic physicians can provide holistic Ayurvedic treatment to prevent the secondary onset or at least delay it and or reduce the intensity of it. Even we can't assure that if you follow Ayurvedic stream, you won't get recurrence because it is depend on the causative factors. And if the patient starts consuming causative factors again, or he gets into depression for some other reason or something like that, there might be a possibility of the recurrence of the disease. But at least we are able to delay it and or we can reduce the intensity of it. Still the patients are under the influence of the conventional medicine and don't approach us. So even in disease free state, the patients do not approach us for avoiding the recurrence or something like that. Doctors also don't ask them to seek guidance from Ayurveda or homeopathy for prevention. They are happy that the patient is continuing with them for investigations, and whenever there is a recurrence, they can start with second line of chemo, third line of chemo, etc. And the patient is again trapped in that. Now, why there is reason for reluctance? Why the patient are reluctant about starting Ayurvedic treatment, at least in disease-free state? When I talked to some patients, I came across three reasons as follows. I have already spent a lot on conventional medicine. Why should I spend on Ayurveda anymore or something like that? So the conventional medicine has deprived me of my wealth, and now I don't have money to spend on Ayurveda as well or something like that. There will be dietary restrictions along with Ayurvedic treatments. I don't want that. So when we say Ayurveda, then there is a Patya Patya Sankalpana. And of course, they will ask me not to eat this, not to eat that, remain on only milk diet, etc., etc. And I don't want to do that. So I would happily continue with allopathic conventional medicine or only going for investigations. Currently, there is no demonstrable disease in my body. Why should I bother about it? That is most important third aspect. So the conventional medicine says that all reports are normal and there is no demonstrable disease in your body. So why should I bother about that? If I get the disease, then I will think of Ayurveda, etc. But that also doesn't happen because when there is a recurrence, the recurrence is noted by conventional system only, and they immediately start second line of chemo, third line of chemo, immunotherapy, etc., etc. So at that time, patients don't come to us. That is another scenario. I was talking to one oncologist and I was asking you why you don't refer patients to us in disease-free state. You don't have anything to offer. You just keep on doing investigations. He bluntly said immediately that we don't refer. We won't refer. And I said, why? So he said there is a fear that if there is a recurrence, patient will not come to us, they will come to you. So we will be losing our patient. So we don't want to refer him to Ayurveda, even in disease-free state. This is really only for the monetary gain. The doctors, conventional doctors, are not allowing the patients to move anywhere or something like that. So this is another issue. As a result of this reluctance, the disease relapses and people again start conventional treatment for secondary onset. they reach a miserable stage in which they understand that the conventional medicine is unable to do anything for them. Like in farming, the hybridized seeds and chemical pesticides, fertilizers, we are spoiling the whole soil. In few years, the farmers will have to shift to natural farming. Already this has happened in sugarcane. Now the sugarcane factories are getting less supply of sugarcane from the farmers due to over use of pesticides, urea, etc., etc. The soil has become spoiled. So they have now started emphasizing on organic farming for the sugarcane, not for the benefit of the soil, not for the benefit of the farmer, but for the benefit of the sugar factory itself, because they are afraid that the production of sugarcane will be less in coming years, and then from where will they get supply of the sugarcane? The same thing is going to happen over here, or happens over here. And conventional medicine reaches a particular level, and they say there is nothing to offer now in conventional medicine. They don't say even at that stage you approach Ayurveda or homeopathy. They just say that we are unable to do anything. That's all. No, it's the patient has to decide what to do or something like that. And secondly, I have received few patients in which they said that you will have to continue oral chemotherapy for lifelong. There is no control over the cancer. The injectable chemotherapy has been finished. It has more side effects, and so that cannot be continued. Only way is oral chemotherapy. It gives result to certain extent. Again, the disease relapses. So again, you have to do that, and this you have to continue lifelong. So people have approached me at this stage that the doctors are saying that we need to continue chemotherapy, oral chemotherapy lifelong. How it can be a treatment for lifelong or something like that? So they wanted to consult Ayurvedic physicians for that. In despair, they start searching Ayurveda or homeopath physicians and approach for treatment. We need to create awareness about this in the society in the disease free state. So at least we will be able, if we are able to attract the people in disease free state to start treatment, we have a vast scope of treatment in that particular phase, because we can go for panchakarma, which is not possible in advanced stage of cancer. In disease free state, we can go for panchakarma, we can go for rasayana treatment, we can go for individualistic treatment as such. Now, taking the experience of Narayan Murthy, the conventional medicine has established a equation that treatment is medicine. Treatment is a philosophy, and medicine is a part of it that the society doesn't understand. So he is giving medicine. So people are under influence, under impression that they are getting Ayurvedic treatment for their ailment or something like that. Truly speaking, this is very haphazard is the effort. So I have a plan that we may prepare a combination of medicines, and those who are desirous to start some Ayurvedic medicine, irrespective of cancer type, etc., etc., we may try to provide that. Truly speaking, we need to understand each case on individual basis and then treat it in holistic manner. That is what is required or something like that. But it might be possible that people are desirous of taking some medicine or something like that because they feel medicine is the treatment or something. So we can think of this. There is a DS center established in Kolkata first, and then in Mumbai, and in some other city. We have to send the reports to that DS center, and they give you medicines. It's not cheap; it's quite costly. But people are looking for medicines. I don't know whether they emphasize on organic food or something like that. They may not be, but still, people have some faith or people have some belief that at least they are getting some medicine. So this DS center is also flourishing very well or something like that. So truly speaking, we need to handle each case individually and tailor-made treatment to be given to each person or something like that. At least few patients would turn towards Ayurveda and understand and start holistic Ayurvedic treatment and its benefits. So if we reach masses for this, there might be a possible thing that few patients will turn towards this, and after knowing their experiences, other will gradually follow. So doing nothing in disease-free state, from that doing Ayurvedic treatment in disease-free state will be beneficial. We'll highlight this point in our website also. So I'm going to make some changes in my website. So what we'll do, we'll begin with a free webinar on 22nd October 2023. So the Ghatastapana is on 15th and 22nd October is a Sunday. We may start little later, 8:30 or something like that. And we try to make it Windows Live, YouTube Live or something like that. Each of us will share WhatsApp numbers and or email addresses of our patients. Cancer patients to be emphasized more, but we can go general for any kind of patient, because at least there is one relative suffering from cancer for every person. Maybe close relative, not a close relative, but in relation, every person is having at least one cancer patient or something like that. So if we reach all these people, then it might be possible that few of them will attend the pre-webinar, wherein we try to emphasize these facts that what I told you right now. We'll elaborate on healthy lifestyle or natural lifestyle, natural food, at least organic food, etc., etc. Ayur yoga, and then Ayurvedic individualistic treatment like that. Now our website has many service providers. We'll propagate our website through that, and people can approach Ayurvedic physicians or homeopaths or yoga teachers or something like that through our website for individual guidance, individual treatment, etc. So we'll concentrate on cancer patients, but patients of any other disease is also welcome. If needed, we'll have more such webinars conducted by our SP service providers. So it's not only my duty to conduct these webinars or something like that. Once it is known how to do this, all service providers on their own, with their own patient database and other things or groups, can propagate this message all over the world. So please ask your cancer patients to put Google review for it. Currently, only cases people died has received on Google, which give bad impressions if we refer patient online. Yeah. In patients of oral CA, when there is pus formation and discharge from the cancer lesions, that measures, what measures can be taken to reduce the pus Should the approach be of Vrana Chikitsa or Vidradhi also? The patient does not get the foul smell of the pus when others find it difficult to sit next to the patient. I am treating one patient for past 45 days. Patient is taking 1 liter milk per day and is 70 years, male. His appetite has increased and oral pain is reduced. Nystagmus is improving now. His mouth is opening wide compared to previous condition. Relatives keep discouraging the patient. Please guide. We can go for Dushtavrana or Vidradhi in such a situation. Vanga is used, Sushma Tripura is used, and maybe fumigation is used. Dhumapana is useful in these conditions. And if the relatives are discouraging, ask them to consult a surgeon or oncologist and ask them what are the results. Conventional medicine has nothing to offer. There is more morbidity, and even then, Jaloka is also useful. No doubt. So when they don't have anything to offer, and still they don't want to continue with Ayurveda, that is a big issue. I've been treating so many oral cancer patients throughout my life, and this is very troublesome. There is no doubt about that. So we'll have more such webinars conducted by our SP, our service providers. We can share experiences of patients who have opted for Ayurvedic treatment with or without conventional treatment in primary stage or disease-free state. And in primary stage, if we are continuing with conventional medicine as well, at least they can say about the reduction in the side effects of the conventional medicine, the lowering of hemoglobin or WBC count or platelets, that is definitely avoided with Ayurvedic treatment. So we come up with those results as well, and better quality of life, of course. But then if we put these on YouTube or something like that, in our channel also we'll try to do that. So in our website, how to be a service provider, you go to the website Cancer Holistic Guidance, and there is a option, want to become a service provider. You have to fill up the form, educational qualification, etc. That those are verified, and then you can pay the fees and join. So it is 4,800 rupees per year. That is the subscription, and anybody can join who is interested in treating cancer patients, etc. We can propagate the role of heredity in next generation and try for prohibition of primary onset of the disease. So especially the feminine cancer, breast cancer, ovarian cancer, uterine cancer, they have a very big hereditary role. And there are now BRCA tests done, genetic tests are done, and then one finds that it has a genetic origin. In this scenario, the next generation is definitely prone to cancers. So what we can do, we can concentrate on this next generation, have full history, advise them for prevention, primary prevention of cancer by changing lives, food habits, etc. And if needed, we can go for the medicines. That is also possible. So let us unitedly work for this endeavor. So what I feel, there are so many service providers in our website, and one has to start propagating this on his own, and we'll have more experiences or shared on the website. And we collected data of patients, either their emails or WhatsApp numbers, and then try to contact them for this webinar on 22nd of October, free webinar for disease-free cancer patients and next generation or something like that. And this will work, and then people will have you please contact Manish Joshi if it doesn't work. You should get password ID on your email. So this is all email linked. So try to contact Manish Joshi. That will be better. So so this is the website. Somebody please send Manish Joshi's number on JSVC. We'll share. So select specialization service provider. If you click over there, say go for Ayurvedic, then there are so many: Dilip Gadgil, Swati Railkar, Asha Kolte, Atish Oswal, Sheetal Deshpande, Sarita Vaidya. They have given the experience, location, contact number, consulting fee, and daily charges. So Mahendra Kumar Patil, Vikram Masse, Shreyasi Gadgil, Shruti Gadgil, Shruti Lele, Shruti Mehta, Sushruth Gadgil, Manish Joshi. Herein also there is number of Manish Joshi. So one can go for that. Gitanjali Patil. So there are so many people who have already registered as service providers. And one can go for this. We'll go back. Become a service provider if you want to do like that. The register a doctor, if you click on this, you can register over here. There are astrologers also, and these are quick links about the to get a free guidelines. You have to put your email address. Then the free guidance will be sent to you through email. Search a doctor, personal guidance, etc., etc. So you go through the website, you search for all things, and that will be great. So anyway, let us unitedly work for this endeavor. So there are my interviews recorded in US. Those are available in ePrasaran and Mixcloud. Now this cancerholisticguidance.com for holistic treatment of cancer. There are varieties of books. My books are audio books are also available on cancer and lifestyle in Marathi and English. I can definitely share them if you want to share them to the patients directly. So thanks. These are my numbers. सर्वत्र सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु न कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. So we conclude our session over here. If you have still queries, you can ask. Books, hard copies, those are available in my clinic, both clinics. And yeah, it is available. There is no doubt about it. It is available even in Amazon. I have not recently visited. But Manish Joshi has Ayurveda Mall, and there also can it be courier? Definitely courier. So we can courier the copies of the books or something, and audio books are also available, so one can easily go for audio books. So I think we can conclude. Can you share your contact number? So this is my contact number, and I am very busy generally. So when you call, you ask me whether I can talk at that time. Okay, so let us conclude, and आयुर्वेद प्रकांडो निगदित इह हि शल्यतंत्र प्रधानः शिष्येभ्यः शाश्वतोऽयं जन कृपा व्याप्त चित्तेन येन आयुर्वेदस्य वाञ्छन् पुनरपि भुवने ताञ्च सुष्ठु प्रतिष्ठां श्रेष्ठं धन्वन्तरिं तं प्रणमति च सदा वैद्यवर्गो हि नूनं वैद्यवर्गो हि नूनम्. Please share website and book details on JSPC to share. Okay. ओम शांति 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 विरम्यते व्याख्यान व्यापारात्. श्वः पुनरपि मिलिष्यामः. सर मेरे पास एक ब्रेस्ट कैंसर पोस्ट कैंसर पेशेंट है. मैस्टेक्टमी हो गई है बट अब हो 6 uterine fibroid, gallstones complications and fibroid. हेयर एंड फाइब्रॉइड बढ़ता जा रहा है, तो थोड़ा मार्गदर्शन करें. टेक फुल हिस्ट्री एंड देन सेंड. What is JSBC? As I joined first time. JSBC is Gadgil Samhita Vachan community, and you can contact Sushrut. सुश्रुतचा नंबर सांगतेस का ग? 976 असं काही ना. 9673 9672 बर. हा 758 287 9673758287. Okay, so you can contact him. He is the admin, and he will join. Yeah, call him. Yeah. So let us conclude, and we'll meet again tomorrow for regular Charkwachan.